شمسي طلعت باللطري ماني بيت لو شمسي باللطري صوبي طلع.
Tu veux qu'on se pose nous-mêmes les questions?
Ouais, pose-moi une question.
D'accord. Why did you call the band Bedouin Burger?
Yeah, no, why actually the idea of the Bedouin atmosphere? It's because I always had that feeling that maybe in another life I was a nomad or a Bedouin because I've always find it easy to move between countries, and maybe I had also the luxury to be able to do it, but I had this easy way of leaving behind me a place and go to a new place in order to grow somehow. And also the Bedouin culture and music has always been very dear to me and very close to what I love. And the traditional music also in the wedding in Syria, back in the villages, it's something that comes a little bit from that environment that I've always dreamt of developing. So I found in Zaid somehow the perfect person to oser, to have the courage to dare to say, I would like to do something based on the Bedouin personality. And then he said, I can be the other face of that Bedouin. So it became a Bedouin burger very naturally.
I can be the burger.
The layers,
the greasy, juicy,
exactly.
popish.
Yeah, exactly. And this is how actually the group.
The cheesy part.
I know
You ask a question.
I ask a question. If you want to describe the world of Bedouin Burger in 3 words, what would you say?
First, the music is very emotional. There is always behind each track
baggage.
Yes, there is a content for a very precise emotion that we underscore, and the stories behind the lyrics. So the second aspect is the energy. Even the mellow song have a strong energy. And the third word I would use, earth. Why do I think about earth? Because you hear a lot in this album us banging on percussions and using the nasal voice, and you don't feel it's super treated. It's not an album that has so much effects. It's almost raw. The album is raw.
So it's energy, raw,
and emotion.
It's very intimate. I personally have written in this album some very intimate lyrics and stuff that I really used to sing to myself alone in the room.
Where do you take your inspiration to write your songs?
So I grew up in Damascus in, let's say, in a Christian environment. I always say this in the interviews because it's really important for me to emphasize the influence that I got from the choir on what I like singing. So basically it was always coming from taratil or from chanting, what I like to, where I feel safe during singing. The place where the voice is quite naked. The subject of the songs are mostly intimate. They are very personal, and I think this is the only thing I miss sometimes is I want to, and this is what I find in Zaid maybe, it's that Zaid has also wrote a lot of songs, I think, intimate subjects, but also was very engaged in the politics and resistance. And this is what I feel it's complementary in this project too. What about you? What is your influence?
I'm very influenced by the Middle East at the time where we met, this environment of conflict and pain, but also this huge energy and this huge will to live at the max. You know, this is our region. I feel we want to do things very quickly because we don't know what's happening tomorrow. We are on shaking grounds. So this very beautiful energy of pain and happiness together, this bittersweet atmosphere, this is what inspires most of my music. I would say this album also is a lot about us expressing really respect for the classical Arabic music.
Yeah.
Because in a lot of tracks, we sing songs that are so much into our history as Arabic musicians, and this is our tribute to them.
Yes, exactly.
So at that stage, we are performing as a duet. It is somehow practical because we have this electronic setup, you know, drum machines, synthesizers, but it is still the first steps into building the live. You imagine it would go further than just a duet, right?
Yeah, of course. And I think it was it's very challenging to be only two on stage. I think we have worked a lot, and I think we're gonna keep developing the set as a duo. Yeah, it's not very easy because you're quite naked again as only a duo, and the music, it's quite flexible.
The format of our music is not your traditional format. It's not pop, it's not disco, it's not reggae, I feel we have a format that is really us.
We know how many steps we have to go through again in order to be extremely tight and do whatever we really want to present. And I feel like we're quite proud of this result. Like, we didn't surrender.
Yeah.
We really wanted it to be the way we wanted it to be, and that is something.
No compromise.
Yeah, there was no compromise. Exactly. This is the word. So this is where I feel, let's go.
Let's go. Let's see where our ideas take us.
Yeah, exactly.